I was at a Starbucks recently. This guy handed my coffee. I went, hey, thanks, Chief. This guy goes, ooh. Don't say Chief. It's offensive to Native Americans. I was like, how is that offensive? He goes, whoa, don't say how. Come on. How'd we get here? Weird times, weird times. Taking words away, you know, I get it. You know, words hurt people, I get it, you know. But here's the thing. We're kind of in like a weird word prohibition. Can't say this, can't say that. That's why I feel like every now and then we should all go to a politically incorrect speakeasy. This is somewhere we can all go to say horrible stuff and nobody cares. You got no hate in your heart. You don't want to hurt anybody. But if you can't say it there, give us a place you can. Right? You go down some creaky stairs, you bang on a big steel door, the guy's like, what's the password? Retarded. Get in here! All right. It's like the 90s again. Because offensive words, they're like alcohol. Sure, you can abuse it. Sure, you can hurt people. If you do it responsibly, it's a good time. Yeah? Just don't do it at work, don't do it around kids, but go home, close the door, take the edge off. Ah, midget. I don't want to say little people. That's like drinking no duels.
Jesus is the only guy that ever came back from the dead that didn't scare everybody. It's been like 3 days, like people can go, oh, oh, oh! The dead live, the dead live! It's Jesus, run for your life! I felt sorry for the disciples, though, you know? These guys had the toughest job in the world because they could never call in sick. Yeah, listen, Jesus. Yeah, listen, 4 or 5 of us went fishing last night. We forgot our sweaters. And we've kind of got a cold, and we're not going to be able to walk to Jerusalem with you today. What? We're healed? All right, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. All right, come on, guys, let's go. We're healed! I figured he's like everybody else, so I'm sure he had his off days. Come on. You know, be hanging out in the bar, trying to relax, get away from the action. Blind guy would come in and go, is Jesus here? Is Jesus here? Jesus would be in the corner going, tell him at the temple.
You ask a physicist what is pi, they'll say 3.14159, and if they're committed, they'll go on forever. You go away, come back, 6.72. But if you ask an engineer what is pi, they'll say, about 3. But I would use 4 to be safe. You ask most managers what is pi, and they'll say, when do you need to know by? I mean, I'm going to need more people. You know, if my schedule's slipped, this is not my responsibility. And finally, ask most salespeople what is pi, and they'll say, well, the engineers will tell you 3, but I can get it to you for 2.6.
White people used to be cool in America. Long time ago, dude. The height of white people being cool was us going, we're like, man. That was as cool as we got. We're like, man, see? Man. And then the day white people stopped being cool, it was Jackie Robinson's first game. You can look it up, dude. You can find it. You can find the radio call from that game online. You can hear the exact moment white people stopped being cool. You can hear the announcers. They still got there like, man. Welcome to Chicago, where the White Sox take on the Brooklyn Dodgers. And we all had cool white nicknames. Like, up at the mound is Old Curly. He's a 47-year-old alcoholic. He's the greatest athlete alive. Runs a 6-second 40-yard dash. Fastest man alive, they say. Then it happened, dude. And Jackie came up to the plate. You can hear the announcers like, man. Coming up to the plate is a young colored boy from Brooklyn. No way he can hit Curly's pitch. Here comes the pitch. Fuck, home run. All right. That was it, dude. Jackie hit the ball so hard he knocked that voice out of all the whites. Not one of us has talked like that since, dude. One swing of the bat, we're like, all right, yeah, that was pretty good. That was good. It was good. It's time for us to focus on computers.
I think medium is the most ludicrous size anyway. What does that mean, you know? And what I do, you know what you do when you go into these places? You order an extra medium. And that just throws them for a loop, you know? The guy just turns around, he's like, oh. You see him talking with the manager. I don't know. He said he wanted extra medium. And I'm looking at the mediums. I don't know how to extra it. You go into these fast food places, they got the cup size display hanging from a string. To the big one, there's a big arrow, and it says, best value. What does that to do? Why are you doing that to your customers? You want the best? That's the best. This is the nitwit size. This is our fool's cup. What are people, like, looking up? I don't know which one to... They got so many... Wait a second. That one has an arrow. And it says best. It's unlimited refills on all sizes.
I ran out of gas driving to do a show recently. I don't know if y'all have ever run out of gas while driving before, but it's your fault. Right? It's hard to blame the car. Your car is very clear about a few things. One of them is how much gas is in the car. It's not suddenly E, right? It starts at the F. And it takes a while. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I'm stranded on the side of the interstate. I have to call AAA to come bring me gasoline. It's an embarrassing phone call for a man to make, right? But then this guy starts asking me technical questions about my car. He goes, sir, do you drive a 4-cylinder or a 6-cylinder? I was like, look, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I forgot to put gas in my car, so... You think I know how many cylinders are in this thing? It's got 4 tires, buddy. Are those cylinders? Does that help?
If I send my son to school with a Tupperware container, he goes to school with a clear bowl, and it's got a blue lid, and it says Tupperware on the lid. My son would be proud to go to school with that. My mom's Tupperware, usually an empty Cool Whip container. And then she goes, grab a Sharpie so I can write your name on the lid. Like someone else has a Cool Whip container lunchbox. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with a Cool Whip container lunchbox. You never know, Joseph. No, I know. I'm sitting down at the lunch table. All these other kids are trading lunches in front of me, but no one wants to trade for the mystery bucket. I'll give you my turkey and cheddar cheese sandwich for that peanut butter and jelly. I'll give you my chocolate chip cookies for those Pringles. And I'm looking at all of them. Does anyone want mango?
But when no one was looking, we took their sign down. And we made up our own sign. We stuck it up there. Our sign said, intercom broke. Please shout your order. People just pull up. Shout your order. I want number 3! Hello! We had so much fun with that one, man. After a while, we just made up all kinds of weird signs. Just to see if people would do it. You know? Free Whopper if you can lay a patch of tire rubber from here to the second window.
Clams and oysters? How do we even start eating those? Hey, I find a rock with a snot in it. Thinking of eating it. Go ahead. All right. What's it taste like? Pneumonia! Oysters on the half shell as opposed to what? In a Kleenex? Even the way you're supposed to eat an oyster, squeeze some lemon, a little hot sauce, throw it down the back of your throat, take a shot of vodka, and try and forget you to snuff Marat. That's not how you eat something. That's how you overdose on sleeping pills. Pearls come from oysters. Yeah, I try not to eat things that also make jewelry. Oysters are an aphrodisiac? Why would we ever believe that? What do you say, you and I grab some snots from Iraq? See what happens. Maybe we'll end up at my place. Maybe we'll end up at the emergency room.
also have a 14-year-old daughter, and I gave her a chore list with 3 words on it, and she goes, "Where's your chore list?" You ever had a kid say something to you and they're serious, but then you almost ruin it because you laugh? That's when I was like, oh, God, what? And I just go, what did you say? And she goes, "Where's your chore?" She slowed it down like I actually didn't hear her, you know? So I said, you know everything that happens in this house to make this home operate? Subtract the 3 things I asked you to do, and that is my chore list. Remember when you woke up in a bed, warm and not hungry? Fucking check, check, check. I did that.
Do you ever watch your parents being grandparents and think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And when did you become so nice? When I was 14, I remember it clearly. Every day you were a nightmare, you know? My mum would say to me, you wait till your dad gets home. And I'd be worried all day. Every time I saw a shadow at the door, oh, God, he's here. Oh, God, he's here. Oh, God, he's here. And now I see a shadow at the door. He just comes straight in. Granddad's here! Like, who's this guy? Kids fly downstairs like it's the second coming. Granddad! Granddad! He's got sweets in every pocket. Hey! Hope to make the sun shine.
None of the Beatles had mustaches for years. And then one day, they all had mustaches. So like 1964, 1965, they're the Beatles, right? 66, it goes from black and white to color, and they're like, okay, give us a minute. We're gonna go think of something to do. They disappear, and then they all come back with mustaches. Imagine if the cast of Friends had taken a year off. At the height. They'd taken a year off and they went, we'll be back. And I was like, oh, what do they have in store? And then they all came back with mustaches.
Sometimes I order so many things from Amazon that when they arrive, I completely forgot what I ordered. It's like throwing myself a surprise birthday party. I open each one like, ooh, what could it be? A fuzzy pop socket? I shouldn't have. A dinosaur onesie? What am I, the best? 20 pounds of mac and cheese? Thanks, me from 2 days ago.
You can tell a lot about a person by their friends. Like one of my buddies, one of his favorite games is to punch me as hard as he can and say, "Slug bug," when he sees a Volkswagen Beetle. I want to teach him my favorite game, Stab Cat. That's right. You can only lose once in Stab Cat. Slug bug punch, taxi. Time to go get a new friend.